The next part of our regimen is a facial steam. Steams seem to be underappreciated for some reason. You don't see them packaged and sold at the beauty counters, and you don't even often see them offered as part of a professional facial. They happen to be my favorite part of the regimen. I don't use them every day. I might use them weekly or even monthly if I don't have a lot of time. I definitely always use them before a special event. And even if I'm running late, I will always find an extra 5 minutes to fit one in. I love how it makes my skin feel afterwards. Very clean, refreshed, very rejuvenated. What's happening with the facial steam is that the steam opens the pores and allows the volatile oils of the herbs to penetrate the skin for a real deep cleanse. It also helps bring the beneficial oils to the surface of the skin and helps to bring circulation to the surface of the skin as well. Really a lot going on with the facial steams in terms of feeding the skin, nourishing the skin, and cleansing the skin all at the same time. So I have chosen 3 different herbs here to do all of those tasks, and a nice balance of the rejuvenating and cleansing herbs. First we have rose. These are dried rose petals, and it's amazing that they still smell very aromatic even though they're dried. Rose petals are doing a lot in this formulation. They're regenerative, so they help the skin cells regenerate. It's also a very hydrating herb to put in your facial steam, and it helps balance the oils of the skin and is also very nourishing. Lovely herb to put into this formulation. This is 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to go ahead and add that to our mixing bowl. And next we have calendula. Calendula is one of the most healing botanicals, and you see it in a lot of skincare formulations, and I put it in a lot of my skincare formulations just for that reason. The calendula helps boost the collagen of the skin, and as I said, very healing, and it does have some of those antibacterial qualities to it, so that's where we're getting the cleansing part of this formulation. This is 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to put that into our mixing bowl. Next we have lavender. This is really, really aromatic and dried and still very aromatic. The lavender is very calming to the system. It's a nervine, but not one of those that makes you sleepy. Just one of those that just makes you very relaxed and feel good in a really good way. This is antibacterial, and that's why we're adding it to this formulation, and does a lot of good work that way. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. And if you can see this, it's absolutely beautiful. The colors and the aroma right now is just really, really nice. And that's why it makes such a lovely gift, but you're going to want to use it yourself. Once we have all of this mixed up, we are going to want to store it somehow. Since there is no liquid in this formulation and no water or anything that can cause bacteria to get into the herbs, it will last for a really long time. Last for even a couple of years if stored properly. So you want to make sure that when you store it in something airtight. So it can be as simple as a baggie, as long as it's Ziploc, airtight. Or you can use even a ball jar, like a canning jar, which is what I'm going to be using today. Or if you do want to give it away as a gift, you can find some kind of fun container to put it into. I'm going to go ahead and put this into my storage container. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to be sure to label it and cap it tight. And to use your steam is really quite simple. It's as simple as it is to make. So you're going to take a bowl, put about a nice heaping tablespoon of your plant material in the bowl. I'm going to add a little bit more. And then I'm going to take some hot water. So this is water that I've boiled on the stovetop in a pan. And I'm going to add that to my bowl. Fill it up about halfway or so. A little more, a little less, that's okay. doesn't matter. And I'm going to take a towel, put my head over the steam, and if it gets too hot, I can always open up the towel a little bit, or I can lift my head further away from the bowl a little bit. But the idea behind the steam is to release those volatile oils that will penetrate into the pores. And as it steams, the pores will open and take in those herbs. It's really quite lovely. In fact, the aroma is so nice. I always save my bowl afterwards and leave it on my kitchen countertop for a couple of days even. And so I can smell that aroma as I walk by. And it is really quite nice. So to do my steam, I'm going to take a towel, place it over my head, and steam for about 5 minutes or so. You can do a few more minutes if you like, if you have more time, that's just fine. And when I'm done, I'm going to actually rinse my skin with some nice lukewarm water and then proceed to the next step. So I will see you in the next video where we learn how to make and do a facial mask.